Help me reach 3,000 subscribers. Hit like and leave a comment. I really do read them all. I'm at the kitchen table in our suburban Chicago split level, staring at a chipped coffee mug, the coffee inside cold as the room. It's Saturday, and the house smells like burnt toast. Sarah's multitasking again, scrolling her phone while the toaster's on max. Her manicured nails click like a metronome, her yoga pants and messy bun screaming casual control. I'm trying to pin down the weekend. We've got a reservation at Luigi's, that Italian place she used to love, before everything became a negotiation. I figure a night out might cut through the fog of her sniping. Sarah, you good with 7 for Luigi's? I ask, voice steady, like I'm not expecting a jab. She doesn't look up. 7's fine. Whatever. Her tone's flat, like I'm a delivery guy she's tipping with words. Then, without pausing, she adds, don't expect me to get all dolled up. I'm not in the mood to play happy couple. My jaw tightens, but I don't bite. Didn't ask you to. Just thought we could eat without a fight for once. She snorts, eyes glued to her screen. Right, because pasta's gonna fix everything. You're so clueless, Mike. That's the first crack. Not the words, but the way she says them, like I'm a kid who forgot his lines. She's been on about the gutters for weeks, even though I spent 3 hours on a ladder in the rain last Tuesday. I could call her out, remind her I've done every chore she's thrown at me, but she'd just pivot to something else I screwed up. It's her game. Rewrite reality, so I'm always the problem. The doorbell rings, and Sarah doesn't move. I get up, open it, and there's Lisa Thompson, our neighbor, holding a Tupperware of cookies. Her smile's too bright, like she's selling something. Hey, Mike. Brought some snickerdoodles. Sarah around. Yep, right there. I say, nodding toward the kitchen. Lisa steps in, and I catch her glance at the tension in the air. I turn back to Sarah. Reservations at 7. Be there or don't. Your call. Sarah finally looks up, eyes narrowing. You're really gonna act like this in front of Lisa? Mature, Mike. Lisa shifts, clutching the Tupperware. Oh, I'm not here to interrupt. Just dropping these off. I keep my gaze on Sarah. Not acting, Sarah. Just done playing your script. You want to run the show? You can do it solo. Sarah laughs, sharp and fake. Oh, please. You're just mad because I'm calling you out. The gutters are still a mess, and you're planning date nights like it's 2015. They're clean. I say, voice flat. Did them Tuesday. You were on your phone then too. Lisa clears her throat, setting the cookies on the counter. Maybe I'll come back later. No, stay, Sarah says, her smile tight. Mike's just having one of his moments. He'll get over it. I grab my mug, dump the coffee in the sink. The splash hits the counter, but I don't care. No moments, Sarah? Just facts. I'm done asking twice. I nod at Lisa. Thanks for the cookies. I'm out to the garage before Sarah can fire back. If I'd known then how deep this was gonna cut, I'd have started packing that day. But I didn't. I still thought it was just a phase. Man, was I wrong. The garage is my bunker, tools on the pegboard, the smell of oil and pine shavings. I'm elbow deep in the lawnmower, which has been sputtering like it's got a grudge. No Wi-Fi, no notifications, just me and something I can fix. The back door creaks, and Sarah's there, arms crossed, leaning against the frame like she's posing for a fight. You're not seriously hiding out here all day, are you? She says, like I'm dodging jury duty. Fixing the mower. I say, not looking up. Unless you want to mow the lawn by hand. She laughs, cold and cutting. Predictable. Any excuse to avoid me. I set the wrench down, slow, deliberate. Sarah, I'm not avoiding you. I'm doing something useful. You should try it. Her eyes flash, but she's quick. Oh, I'm useful. I keep this house running while you play grease monkey. Maybe if you spent half as much time on us as you do on that junk, we wouldn't be in this mess. Before I can respond, there's a knock at the side door. It's Mark Thompson, Lisa's husband, holding a package that got delivered to their place by mistake. He's a wiry guy, always wearing a Cubs cap, even in winter. Hey, Mike, this came for you, he says, then glances at Sarah. Everything okay? Peachy, I say, taking the package. Just discussing priorities. Sarah rolls her eyes. Don't drag Mark into this, Mike. He doesn't need to hear your whining. I wipe my hands on a rag, look her dead in the eye. Not whining, Sarah. Just done letting you decide what I'm allowed to care about. That's not a marriage. That's a leash, and I'm not your dog. Mark shifts, clearly uncomfortable. Uh, I'll just leave this here, he says, setting the package down. Sarah steps forward, voice dripping with fake concern. Mike's just stressed, Mark. You know how he gets. I hold her gaze. Stressed? Nah, just clear. You want to run the show? Sarah, run it alone. I grab my keys from the workbench. I'll be back for dinner. 7. You know where to find me. Mark mutters something about yard work and bolts. Sarah's still standing there, mouth tight, but I don't wait for her comeback. I'm in my truck, engine rumbling, pulling out of the driveway. That's my first initiative, not running, just taking control of my space. Luigi's is buzzing, all clinking glasses and loud laughter. I'm at a table for two, the other chair empty. Sarah texted at 6:45, not feeling it. Go without me. No apology, no reason. Just her rewriting the plan like it's her God-given right. Josh, the waiter, a lanky kid with a crooked smile and a nose ring, refills my water with a sympathetic nod. Rough night, huh? He says, lingering like he's sizing me up. Rough year, I say, swirling the ice in my glass. You ever deal with someone who thinks they're the director of your life? Josh laughs, glancing around the busy restaurant. Oh man, yeah. My girlfriend tried that last summer. Kept telling me where I could go, who I could see. I told her, babe, I'm not an extra in your movie. She flipped. I grin, first real one in weeks. Smart. How'd she take it? Dumped me, he says, shrugging. Then begged me to come back a week later. I didn't. You gotta draw a line, you know? Yeah, I say, watching a couple at the next table laugh over their wine. They look happy, or at least they're good at faking it. I'm learning that. Josh leans in, lowering his voice. Look, man, I see guys like you in here all the time, waiting for someone who's not coming. You deserve better than an empty chair. I nod, not sure what to say. Appreciate it, Josh. Rigatoni, extra parmesan. He scribbles it down, gives me a fist bump. You got it, man. I eat alone, the restaurant's hum fading into the background. On the drive home, I'm not mad, just resolved. Sarah's on the couch when I walk in, watching some reality show about rich women yelling. She doesn't look up. Good food? She asks, voice all fake innocence. Great, I say, dropping my keys on the counter. You'd know if you showed up. She rolls her eyes. Don't start, Mike. I wasn't in the mood. I don't respond. I head upstairs, grab my laptop, and book a hotel for the weekend. Not out of spite, just logic. I need space to think, and she doesn't get to veto that. That's my second initiative. Carving out my own time, no permission needed. Monday morning, the office is chaos. Blueprints scattered, phones ringing, subcontractors arguing about deadlines. I'm a project manager at a construction firm, dealing with concrete and steel, where things either stand or they don't. No games, no gray areas. Unlike home, Dave, my coworker, slaps a coffee on my desk. He's a big ex-Marine, shaved head, always got a story about his glory days. You look like you slept in a ditch, Mike, he says, grinning. Sarah keeping you up? I snort. Yeah, if you count her lecturing me on how to stack the dishwasher. He laughs, loud and rough. Sounds like my ex, Carla. Had to control everything, where I parked, what I ate. One day, she told me I folded the towels wrong. Towels, man. I was out the door a month later. Working on it, I say, sipping the coffee. Sarah calls while we're talking. I let it go to voicemail. Dave raises an eyebrow. Trouble in paradise. Paradise got bulldozed, I say. She thinks I'm her employee, not her husband. Dave leans back, arms crossed. You gotta shut that down, Mike. Carla tried the same crap. Guilt trips, little digs, making me feel like I couldn't do anything right. I gave her an ultimatum. Respect me, or I'm gone. She laughed. So I walked. You waiting for Sarah to laugh? I shake my head. Not waiting for anything. I'm moving. His eyes light up. No kidding? You got a plan? Looking at rentals, I say. 1 bedroom near here. Not telling her yet. Dave whistles. Ballsy. Just watch. She'll flip when she realizes you're not her puppet anymore. That afternoon, I call a realtor. Not for a divorce. Not yet. But to scope out a 1 bedroom. Something simple. I don't tell Sarah. She doesn't need to know. This is about my options, not her reaction. That's my third initiative. Securing an exit, not because I'm leaving, but because I can. We're at the Thompsons' barbecue, their backyard packed with neighbors and smoke from the grill. Sarah's in her element, charming everyone, telling stories about our perfect life. I'm by the grill with Mark, flipping burgers, sipping a beer, when Sarah calls me over. Mike, honey, tell them about Napa, she says, all smiles, like we're a Hallmark card. I walk over, beer in hand. Yeah, Napa was great. Wine, sunsets, good times. I keep it short. I'm not here to perform. She laughs, too loud, and pats my arm. Oh, come on, don't be shy. You planned it all, didn't you? My perfect husband. Her words are sweet, but her eyes are sharp, daring me to step out of line. I don't flinch. I turn to the group, Mark, Lisa, a guy named Greg who's already half drunk, and say, calm as hell. Funny thing, Sarah's got a selective memory. Last week, she told me I'm useless with a map. Guess I'm only perfect when there's a crowd. Lisa coughs into her wine, eyes wide. Oh, Sarah, you didn't say that. Sarah's smile freezes, but she's quick. It was a joke, Lisa. Mike's just sensitive. Greg snickers, slurring, sensitive? Man's just calling it like he sees it. I hold Sarah's gaze. Jokes are supposed to be funny, Sarah. That one's dead on arrival. Lisa jumps in, voice soft but firm. Come on, you two. Let's not do this here. You're both great together. Great's a stretch, I say, still looking at Sarah. I'm done playing prop in your show, Sarah. You want to run it, do it without me. Mark waves his spatula, desperate to break the tension. Burgers, anyone? Greg raises his beer. Hell yeah, to freedom. I don't move. Sarah's face is tight, but she doesn't push. The line's drawn, right there in front of everyone. I head back to the grill, finish my beer, and let her stew. That's my public boundary. No yelling, just truth. A month later, it's a war of attrition. Sarah's not screaming. She doesn't need to. It's all in the tone, the digs, the way she twists my words. I suggest a movie night. She says, why bother? You'll just zone out. I grill steaks. She pushes the plate away, says it's not her thing. It's never about the movie or the food. It's about control, keeping me off balance, chasing her approval. I'm done chasing. I've moved clothes, my guitar, and a box of books to a storage unit. Small steps, deliberate. She hasn't noticed, or she's pretending not to. Doesn't matter. I'm not doing it for her. One evening, I come home to Sarah in the living room with Karen, her drama-loving friend. Karen's all sharp laughs and sharper nails, sipping wine like she's auditioning for a reality show. They're giggling, but when I walk in, it stops. Karen gives me a look like I'm the help. Hey, Mike, Sarah says, not looking up. Karen's staying for dinner. You're cooking, right? I set my keys down. Slow. Didn't know we had plans. Nobody told me. Sarah shrugs, swirling her wine. You're here now? Figure it out. Karen smirks, leaning back. Yeah, Mike, chop chop. You're the man of the house, right? I look at Sarah, voice steady. I'm not your caterer, Sarah. You want dinner, cook it. I'm grabbing a burger. Sarah's eyes narrow. You're really doing this? In front of Karen? Karen laughs, low and mean. Oh, come on. Sarah, let him play tough guy. It's cute. I turn to Karen. Cute's not my thing. Neither's jumping when she snaps her fingers. Sarah sets her glass down, voice softening, all fake concern. Mike, you're overreacting. We're just having a girls' night. You don't have to make it a thing. It's a thing when you treat me like your errand boy. I say. That's done. Karen snorts. Wow, touchy. Maybe you need a night out, Mike. Got one. I say, grabbing my jacket. Enjoy your wine. I'm out the door before Sarah can respond. I eat at a diner, burger greasy and perfect. That's my consequence. No arguing, just action. Friday night, I'm at a dive bar with Dave and a couple guys from work. Tom, a wiry electrician with a loud laugh, and Pete, a quiet guy who's always sketching in a notebook. We're shooting pool, the table's sticky, neon signs buzzing. My phone buzzes, Sarah again. I ignore it. Dave notices, racks the balls. She's still riding you, he asks, chalking his cue. Like a drill sergeant, I say, lining up a shot. Thinks she can guilt me into her game. Tom laughs, sipping his beer. My wife's the same, man. You gotta compromise. Keep the peace. Dave snorts. Compromise? That's how you end up with a leash. My ex, Carla, tried that. Guilt trips, little tests. One day, she hid my keys to teach me a lesson. I changed the locks. You gotta move first, Mike, or she'll bury you. I sink the 8 ball. Already moving. Signed a lease today. 1 bedroom, downtown. Pete looks up from his sketch, surprised. You're out? Just like that? Not out yet, I say. But I'm ready. She doesn't get to dictate my life anymore. Tom shakes his head. You sure? 10 years is a long time to throw away. 10 years of her rewriting me. I say, I'm not throwing anything away. I'm taking it back. Dave claps me on the shoulder. That's the way, man. Just watch. She'll try to reel you back in. Don't bite. I nod, pocketing my cue. That's my fourth initiative. Locking in the lease, not as a reaction, but as a preemptive strike. It's been a month of daily fights, each one uglier. Sarah's not backing off. She's escalating. Last week, she forgot to tell me about a work gala I was supposed to attend. Went alone, told everyone I flaked. Dave was there, saw her spinning her story to a room full of suits. I didn't confront her. I just stopped going to her events. She wants solo, she's got it. Tonight, I try one last time, not to save us, but to test if there's anything left. I set up a romantic evening at home. Candles, takeout from her favorite Thai place, a bottle of Pinot she used to love. I'm not begging. I'm checking. Can she meet me halfway? She walks in, sees the setup, and stops. For a second, I think she's softened. Then she laughs, cold and sharp. What's this, Mike? Candles and pad thai? You think this fixes us? I lean back in my chair. Thought we could have one night without knives. My mistake. She crosses her arms, smirking. You want a night? Here's my gift. The best thing I could ask for is not seeing you for a day. That's the breaking point. Not the words, but the way she says them. Like I'm a problem she's tired of solving. I don't yell. I nod, slow, like I'm seeing her for the first time. You want space, Sarah? I'll give you forever. Her smirk fades, but she doesn't back down. Good. Maybe I'll get some peace. I stand, grab my keys. You'll get what you asked for. Don't call me when you realize what that means. I'm out the door, and this time, I'm not coming back. My stuff's half moved to the new place. The lease is signed, storage unit packed. She doesn't know it, but I've been planning this for weeks. That's my strategic move, not a reaction, a decision. She wanted control. She's about to lose it. 2 weeks later, I'm in my new apartment downtown. It's small, couch, TV, a clearance bed, but it's mine. No eggshells, no scripts. Sarah's called a dozen times, voicemails swinging from sweet to frantic. I don't answer. No second ask. Dave swings by with a six-pack, sprawls on my couch. You did it, man, he says, cracking a beer. Didn't roll over. That's rare. I sip mine, shrug. Wasn't about winning. Was about not losing myself. He nods. She's telling everyone you walked out for nothing. You're gonna set the record straight. Let her talk, I say. Truth doesn't need a megaphone. Mark Thompson texts, wants to check in. I invite him over, and we're on my balcony, city lights flickering below. He's quiet, then says, Lisa saw Sarah at the grocery store. Looked rough. Kept asking if we'd heard from you. I sip my beer. She's fishing. I'm not biting. Mark shakes his head. She's spinning it like you're the bad guy, but nobody's buying it. Not after that barbecue. I smile just a little. Good. Let her spin. The next day, Sarah shows up at my office, all polished, heels, makeup, but her eyes are red. We're in the break room, Dave pretending to read a newspaper, and Jenny, the receptionist, hovering by the coffee machine, catching every word. Mike, please, Sarah says, voice low. We can fix this. I didn't mean it. I set my coffee down. You meant every word, Sarah. You just didn't think I'd call your bluff. She steps closer, voice shaking. You're throwing away 10 years over one fight. No, I say, calm as stone. I'm walking away from 10 years of you thinking you could rewrite me. I'm done. Dave coughs, muttering, told you, man. Sarah glares at him. Stay out of this, Dave. He grins, not looking up. Just enjoying the show, Sarah? She turns back to me, desperate now. Mike, I was stressed. I didn't mean to push you away. You didn't push, I say. You built a wall. I'm just respecting it. Jenny gasps softly, pretending to stir her coffee. Sarah's face twists, but she doesn't cry. She turns and walks out. That's the last time I see her. 6 months later, I'm good. Got a promotion to senior project manager. I'm playing guitar again, jamming with Dave and Pete in a dive bar on weekends. My apartment's home now, bookshelf, coffee maker, a view of the city I never tire of. Small wins, mine. Mark says Sarah's dating some guy who jumps when she snaps her fingers. Good luck to him. I don't wish her harm. I just don't care. She wanted control, and she got it. Over nothing. I'm not in her story anymore. I'm on my balcony, beer in hand, watching the sunset. Life's not perfect, but it's honest. That's enough.